is fought in the Fight UK lightweight division under 155 pounds. And the first fighter to enter the octagon into the blue corner. Let's hear it for Luke Mullhull.
What did you say? You guys can't do it, can you? No, he can't do Dagestan. And Mollanson's done it. Mollanson's done it. Can't do Dagestan. See you and Barry.
And his opponent entering into the red corner. Let's hear it for Dave Reed.
This is going to be ridiculous when it's all done. It's going to be like blocks and stuff like the question mark with different 16-bit characters on them. So we're going to have like the woman from Metroid and like the guy from Castlevania and all kinds of stuff.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He hails from Coventry. He's 23 years old, stands 5 foot 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. He fights for Pariah, and tonight is his debut in the cage. Let's hear it for Luke Mullhull. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He hails from Leicester. He's 22 years old, stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 152 pounds. He fights for First Legion and has a mixed martial arts record of 1 contest with 1 loss. Let's hear it for Dangerous Dave Reed.
He's got a nickname, Dangerous Dave, so I've got to respect the guy. But wow, big takedown early from Luke Mullhull.
As you say there, Dave, tremendous slam from Mullhull, but looking straight for the triangle is Dave Reed, but can't quite get it. What an explosive start here. Once again, he's got his man up and down again.
Great early work from Mullhull, the Pariah fighter. Don't often see guys in their debut with big slams like that. Obviously, the wrestling range, a favourite of his in the gym, Ben.
Once again, amateur MMA debut.
Boxing.
Great dirty boxing. From that range where his man wasn't quite able to get out of the way as well. It's a good ground and pound. Mullhull really looking to make a statement here. Legs up nice and high. Got to be careful of the sweep.
Yeah, needs to push his hips forward, Ben. Almost into a deadlifting position there. Now he should just sit on the...
Good attempt.
As you mentioned, he waited too long there, looking for the trip on the outside.
Comes in and pulls guard.
Relentless pace being set early from Luke Mullhull.
You say here on his debut, looking to isolate the legs, trying to get across in the triangle, but can't quite get it straight away. Now locks in the body triangle, thinks better of it, but got to be careful in these rounds, Dave. I mean, the body triangle, a weapon we see a lot of guys, and attacking the arm straight away, and he's got him face down, trying to get out, but it doesn't look like he's really struggling there. What a hard show from Dave Reed, that looks on.
Needs to pinch his knees together, perhaps.
Can't quite bridge out. There's a lot of torque on that shoulder.
Wow, I'm very surprised he got out of that there. That looked flush. All I can imagine is the thighs went quite clamped together. Still looking in danger of getting triangled and all sorts with that double wrist control.
What a pace in this first round, Dave, being set by these two guys. Underneath again, once again going for the armbar if he can, or maybe even inverse triangle.
Yeah, Dave Reed, to his credit, Ben, he's done well to just survive the onslaught thus far from Luke Mullhull.
Luke Mullhull set to really show, like I say, on his debut. Trying to prove that maybe it's him who should have earned the moniker Dangerous in this one.
Certainly, he's looking dangerous from all ranges as well. We've seen the slams. He's throwing punches where everything in the grappling. And he's put Dave in danger of submissions as well.
Now comes straight round to the back. I like the way that he did that.
One hook in. Both hooks
Falls back and straight away he's looking for the choke. For a debut fighter, Dave, this is some really seasoned work.
Gone for the shot, only 10 seconds left. Maybe best off punching from here now. Just whether he's heard the clacker, but he doesn't really need an exclamation point in this round, Ben. It's been all Luke Mullhull. And a good round as I've seen from a debut fighter, Ben.
Fantastic from the very opening bell when he came out with that huge slam. He really set his stall out as what he wanted to do. He wanted to take his man down and range some good ground and pound. And you picked up on it nicely there, Dave. The dirty boxing as his man was almost in that strange position between getting up and being on the floor. He didn't have a lot of opportunity to get his head out of the way of those shots.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, scrambles are fast and furious things at the best of times. So if you're dirty boxing in all those, especially at the amateur level, I mean, it's going to throw the concentration of your opponent off. And credit to Dave Reed for just getting through that, because like you say, in every scramble was around, Mullhull was throwing the little dirty boxing shots in. And as I said, he later on threatened with submissions. There was a big slam straight off the bat. So fantastic round for Pariah's Luke Mullhull. From Dave Reed's point of view, he's definitely going to want to avoid the grappling range, I think. I'm sure his corner are just telling him perhaps just to keep the range and try and keep this on the feet, because Mullhull, if he gets hold of you, it's a frightening prospect and you're probably going airborne.
Massive takedowns in the first. Dave usually get peanuts on a flight like that.
It's his job to throw you, Ben. Where you land is your problem.
Straight in, it looks like a low blow. Oh.
Nulty. Unintentional, I think, from Dave Reed. Obviously, Mark Woodard's going to give Luke Mullhull 5 minutes to recover, or as long as he so wishes in between that. So, did look a bad one though. You could see on his face, Ben. It was, yeah, it certainly wasn't stopping for no reason, which some low blows occasionally seem to be.
As you say, it did look like a real bad shot there, but as I say, I'd be hard pushed to define a good groin strike, if we're being honest.
Yeah, it's a valid point. It's a valid point. Crow cop over him.
Yeah, I'll give you that. And as we come into the second round here, once again, Mullhull showing some nice head movement as well. He's moving around. He's not presenting a static target. And as we say, for a debut guy, we don't see that very often. Oh, and a nice clip in left.
Yeah, Dave got one of his own in the middle of that, but as you say, Mullhull mixing up the punches and throwing the odd uppercut in there too. He's a very unpredictable fighter. I really like the look of him. Corner of Dave Reed, calling for him to break the posture. Oh, he's got an armbar of his own, Ben. Yeah, I think the elbow's clear of the legs. It should be fine.
Nice defensive work there as he rolls through, but Reed does really well to kind of ride through with the storm there and just ends in side control himself. And now we'll see what Reed can do
Blocks
from the
the
top.
hip nicely, yeah.
He's going to have to try and do something.
Yeah, his team happy for him to stay there. Mullhull perhaps looking to get out of the back door. Can sometimes work, but he's almost in a crucifix position now, Ben. His arm is trapped on this side, I believe.
Oh, rolling through and out, or like you say, trying to get off in through the back door. Incredible flexibility to pull this off, but once again, you're looking at a real drain on your core strength to try and continually do this. And you're right, David, is that arm that's pulled through, and he's got it out now. What a reversal that was.
Yeah, excellent work. Going for a guillotine, gives it up.
Sits into it, and like you say, he seems more kind of content to use it to dominate the position. He steps over and now into the mount.
Wow, great work from Mullhull.
We've got a lot of questions answered from Mullhull there for me, David. As we say so many times, it's easy to look good and be out there and looking great when you're in the ascendancy, but when you put in a bad spot, that's a nice shot. A straight right down the pipe from the top.
Yeah, some great shots landed, and Reed does look to be struggling, Ben, from here, just trying to desperately hold on to the head of Mullhull, break the posture. But there's no, well, as I say that, just hips out to one side, but definitely struggling at the moment, Ben. Tries to buck his man off, but to no avail. Mullhull looks strong in mount, Ben.
Mullhull knowing exactly what he needs to do, and to his credit, Dave, he's doing it.
Yeah, again, you have to say another excellent round that will probably go in the books in the favor of the Pariah fighter. Great debut here. Mullhull showing a bit of everything. To Dave Reed's credit, Ben, a very tough guy, still in there.
He showed when he was looking to attack that arm that he has got options, like I say, but he's been put on the back foot. I mean, he got put off the back foot, in fairness, straight off the outset with that huge takedown. I don't think for a second Dave Reed was expecting that. But then, so often we see it with debut guys, what can you expect? You can't find any footage on them unless they've fought in other combat disciplines, and even then it's not strictly related. It's very hard to find out information. That's the lottery you take a lot of the times when you take a fight with a debut guy.
Yeah, of course, but as you say, I mean, that sort of technique from a guy making his amateur debut, you know, in grappling situations, you've got a lot of clubs that are starting on the knees, and takedowns are maybe something that evolve more in a fighter's career. I mean, I can't remember the last time I saw an amateur debut pick someone up above his head, so he's obviously working the wrestling a lot in the gym over at Pariah. So yeah, impressive stuff from Mullhull, and he's going to bother a lot of people, and if it was anyone less tough than Reed, that fight could have finished in the first round.
And realistically, working the wrestling, Dave, it's a very, very clever approach. It's almost custom built to a really good wrestling skill set. Is almost custom built to win on the central level. Nice left hook. It's that left hook. He's landed that quite a few times. Really worried his opponent.
Yeah, it's really a struggle to see where Dave Reed is going to find success in this fight, because the times that they have been separated on the feet, Mullhull has looked dangerous. It's about maybe just looking for that Hail submission. Beautiful throw from Dave Reed. Great hips there. Knee on belly into mount himself now.
He starts landing some big punches, a nice sense of urgency. He understands that he's really struggling in this, and once again the legs come through as Mullhull tries to swim his way out the back if he can. Incredibly flexible lower body to be able to pull this off. It looks like he might be able to if he can just swim his shoulder out, get his right shoulder out and under the gap in the foot. He might be able to pull himself through as he's trying to do there. Like you say, when you fight somebody, Dave, or when you compete against somebody with this level of flexibility, it throws a real lot of problems at you.
Yeah, again, I mean, we mentioned the takedown in the first round. You don't often see mount escapes that way either, so Dave Reed is possibly dealing with stuff he's not seen a lot in the gym, and his arm is in jeopardy there now.
He's going for a Goga Plata there, Dave. He looks like he's got the leg in place.
He's certainly threatening off his back, but to Reed's credit, Ben, I mean, I mentioned I didn't see what sort of range he could take this fight into, but the judo throw really caught his man by surprise, and now he's in mount again. Once again, he's looking to land those shots, but now he can't. If he can't buck his legs out, which he can't because he's stuck against the cage, Mullhull's really going to have to work here to survive. Dave Reed, credit to him, understanding that he's at least one, probably 2 rounds down in the books, and he's come out to really try and make a point in this third round and get his man out of there. The arm's there, Ben. But once again, stepping over. What a battle between these two guys, and the crowd really responding. Oh, looks a little bit like he's fishing for a knee, but doesn't quite have it. And now, once again, the pass comes in from Dave Reed, and back in a mount. Problem we've got here, Dave, is with a lot of shots and a dominant finish. If Dave Reed can get it, even if he can get his man close enough to the finish, there could be a real case for a 10-8 round in this situation. Yeah, he's certainly dominated proceedings in this round. To his credit, Mullhull's worked that backdoor escape again. Slipped out the back door, and is he maybe looking to isolate a leg, or maybe just look to get himself out of this position? Reed doing well every time, Ben, to land up on top. There's the real danger at any level of fishing for that leg as he's doing. You leave yourself vulnerable to strikes. Wow, big round for Dave Reed. And like you say, Ben, I mean, there is an argument for 10-8, as we mentioned so often. It's impossible for us to judge while we're calling the action and talking so much rubbish in between. But yeah, it's definitely a case for a draw. I've seen people flap it.
It's actually
got your judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have rendered a unanimous decision, scoring the contest 29-28 in favour of your winner from the blue corner, Mullhull. But let's hear it for a very down runner-up. Let's hear it for Dave Reed.